morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now, speaking of the hood, remember yesterday I was talking about one of the little guns fell over and I sent a picture, showed you a picture? Well, in that picture it also showed that another gun had fallen over and our friend Corey in LA spotted it. And so this morning I went over and I looked and I thought, well, if there's two, maybe there's another one. So actually I found another one that was a little bit crooked. And I concluded that I said I don't have hamsters running around in there, so I know it wasn't that. So I thought, well, how could this possibly have happened? The models, they're just sitting there. How could this happen? I'm trying to think of, did I take the hood out and then put it back in for some reason? And I can't remember doing that for a long time, but I do remember a few months ago, I moved the case, and I think I moved it this way about 3 or 4 inches. And I guess when I was lurching it over, I guess these turrets, which were just precariously sitting there in their little barbettes in their sockets, they fell over. Now the main guns, they wouldn't fall over. I mean, I think I could take that whole model and turn it completely over 90 degrees on its side, and they'd probably stay in there. But the little ones, I should have glued them down. And I remember at the time thinking, they'll be okay, they're not going anywhere. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll take the plexiglass off the front, carefully take the hood out, and meticulously go over it. I'll do it all off camera. I say I'll do things off camera, and then I end up thinking, maybe I'll video that. It won't take long. Just put a little bit of glue down and hold them in place. I think my thinking at the time was that I might want to change the trajectory of the barrels, And, but I don't think so. I think we'll just have them all aimed sort of the same way at about a 45-degree angle off center. And, and I think that it looks nice if they're all the same in the same direction. Like the hood, for instance, we'll assume it was aimed at the Bismarck. And the way the guns are aimed on the hood right now is, I believe, the way they were aimed when the hood spotted the Bismarck. I think if memory serves, the story goes that the hood was in the process of turning to the left. Don't ask me if it's port or starboard. Left would be port, I guess. Anyway, it was turning to the left, and so that would mean that the guns were sort of training off to the right a little bit, because they wanted to get broadside to the Bismarck so that they could utilize all their guns. Makes sense. So that's the way the story goes. I don't know if the 2 survivors on the hood could remember what was actually happening, or if maybe they were below decks. No, I think the one survivor, he was up in the bridge, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway. Yeah, so that's the deal with the hood. We're gonna fix those guns, don't worry. And thank you, Corey, for spotting that, because otherwise it wouldn't have made me look to see if there was more. Now, we are in step 50. Earlier this morning, I entertained the thought, I'm going to spray this stuff. I wonder if step 51 and 52 have some more stuff that I could spray. So when I was back in the computer room, I've got the manual on the computer. So I was sitting there and I was looking at step 51 and so on. And there is very little that would need to be painted that isn't already painted. Okay, here's this piece right here, the Y22. This is the Y22 right here. It's done. But we got a couple of pieces, X32 and X33, that have to be put together. I don't know what color they are. I tried to find them here in the painting and marking guide, and I do not I do not see them. So I am going to assume now this one right here, this we've already painted. This is this. There is actually very little stuff that has to be painted in step 51 and 52. Remember, we're still in 50. Okay, this overhead bulkhead, we've got to install the lights afterwards. Yeah, that's done. A lot of this stuff, the torpedo is, got a plethora of torpedoes. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. And then when we get to step 53, we are starting to work on the outside of this module. And then step 54, we begin on the deck. Well, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Slow but sure. Minus 18 Celsius. Oh, winter's here. Yeah, I don't care how much the sun shines. We're not going to lose our snow. Not with a temperature like that. I did not see the walkers this morning. I did look a little bit. I you might say, scrubbed ahead in the surveillance system up until about 10 minutes after, about 20 minutes to 8. In other words, half an hour ago. I didn't see them. They might have changed their MO. So, yeah, they might, in other words, they might not be coming at this time anymore. They could be coming later. The other day, I think it was the day before yesterday, I thought, oh, there they are. But it was two, but then when I looked in up close, it was two other people that were walking exactly the same together, and they came to the flower bed, and then they turned around and went back, just like Don and Bridget do. But when you look close, you realize that's another couple. So I don't know. Maybe Don and Bridget have passed the torch, you might say, to somebody else and said, "Hey, we're going south for the winter. We're going to get out of this cold Winnipeg." Anyway, enough chatter here. Maybe what I will do is I will get this part that we need for X33 and the X2032. And there's another little piece, X41. Get them all together and try and do painting all at the same time. It appears to me, yeah, it appears to me that, okay, this thing here, it says, it shows this part right here, okay, but it shows that we made that in step 14. And I vaguely remember making that. I think it's back in one of the trays over there. Yeah, I made it and painted it. It's done. This is done. Done in step 11. Yeah. I think, yeah, it's way over there in the tin. You can barely see it there by the blue box. Or at least I can barely see it. You can't see it at all. Okay, enough chatter here. Let's recompose. Maybe we'll try and get the other little pieces that we need, which is very, very few. The idea being we can paint everything all at once. My goodness, an awful lot of talk just to say that, right? One other thing I noticed that was kind of unusual, and unless it shows it later on and I've missed it, is that in some of these pieces that we glued on here, it appears almost that one of them is supposed to have a wheel on it, a little wheel somewhere, but I can't see where that would attach unless I misread the painting and marking guide, because that's where I saw it in. I saw it in the painting and marking guide, not in the manual anywhere. It shows a little wheel that has to be painted the number 18. We'll come to it because I am meticulously going through all the steps. So it's either here or it isn't here. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, let's get. Oh, maybe what we should do is take a close look and see how well this all shrunk wrapped. But you know, the sad part of it is, when we view this, we're going to view it at an angle like this. What we do see of it, and in here, I believe somehow this goes. Okay, I'm pretty sure. It's okay. So we're not even going to be seeing all these nice little connections that I so lovingly tried to do yesterday. Let's take a close look and see how well our glue shrunk wrap, because I know some of you were concerned about the fact that I had used so much glue, and I did. I used a lot of glue, but I knew what was going to happen. Let's recompose. Okay, as I was mentioning, we're going to flip ahead to step 51, even though we're working in 50. And we do need, it looks like, only 3 pieces that we don't already have. We need the 32, 33, and the 41 on the X sprue. Now, this is going to be really easy, and I will tell you why. Okay, here's the 41. Be a little bit more careful with it, maybe. Okay, now the reason it's easy is because that is all that is left on the X sprue. Yeah, so another one that we can hang on the wall if we were still doing that. Yeah, I'm not seeing any pieces left. Okay, step 51, we now have all the pieces. "52, there are no pieces to get. We'll have had them all." I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go together like this. Sort of an oddball shape, isn't it? Maybe it doesn't go together like this. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, because it's such an oddball shape. Okay, I'm just sort of... What have we got here? Oh, I see. I've got a little bit of flashing or something going on here that's... Or maybe not. Let's get it back together the way I had it. I think it was just a case of we have a problem with the pins being too... Okay, we got that one. And this one right here. Yeah, we got a problem with the pin being a little bit on the heavy duty side here. You can see it there. But that's the way it's supposed to go. So what am I going to do here? Just let me put my strong glasses on and take a close look at that, see what the problem is. Might have to drill this hole out. Okay, what I've done here now is I've pared that peg down. I didn't do anything with the hole. So let's try it again here. Okay, we got this end. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's just leave it together and get some glue gun on here. No, I guess it would not be a good idea to set it down on the green cloth now, would it? Okay. Oh, I think I might have got a fingerprint right there. It felt like kind of sticky. Oh, now I'm holding it on the end. Look at Ron. What are you doing? Okay, I'm going to take this off camera and try and fix that. Maybe I'll do it right now while it's still a little bit flooded on there, and it'll kind of even everything out. I think once it's painted, we're not going to see it. Chances are we're not going to see this anyway. It's probably going to get buried into something. That was dumb. Okay, how did I do on the other side? No, I don't see any fingerprints on this side. I think it's the idea of being so stupid that bothers me the most. Not the fact that maybe there's an unseen fingerprint. Okay. Hello, Missy. Hello, Missy. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. Morning, Max.
Morning, Ron.
Okay, now wait.
Oh. Well, for the first time in 3 years, I put on long johns this morning.
Well, my thermometer was saying minus 18.
The wind chill is minus 29.
With the wind chill, it would be, yeah.
So, I was comfy and warm. I walked as far his Pioneer Trail. A little achy on the outside of the hip, which is pretty good because I haven't taken any painkillers
today.
Nope.
Well, that's good. You know, I saw you leave, and I was thinking, well, that's Lorraine, because you were walking so quickly, and yeah, so
You see our altercation with the pit bull?
I saw you talking to somebody there.
We walked around him last week and he yelled at me, "You stay away, my dog. One bite, your dog's dead." And I thought. So this morning I just let Missy go right up nose to nose with the young pit bull, and he was pulling the dog away. He said, "Be careful." I said, "Well, Missy almost killed a coyote." He said, "I don't care. He killed 12 coyotes. Don't want him to touch my dog. Don't want no trouble." I said, "Well, keep your dog away from me."
I guess I'm going to have to do a little dubbing here.
You can put in the bleep sound.
Yeah, I will, yeah. There we go, Missy. There we go.
I was feeling a little aggressive. I haven't even got the testosterone yet. The NAD plus may be making a difference.
Missy, you gonna come say goodbye?
Goodbye, Uncle Ron. Uncle Ron, you're the best. You're the bestest.
Thank you, Missy.
I'm gonna go home here with the worstest of the worstest. See ya.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
It's a little cool, isn't it?
A little bit.
It's a little...
You locked yourself out?
No, it's frozen.
It's frozen.
Come on, Missy, we're going in the back door. Thanks, man.
We'll see ya. Front door's frozen, gotta go in the back door. This is not the kind of day you want to get locked outside, I'll tell you. Poor Max, his door froze. Locked him out. Okay. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Now, I think my fingerprints here have cured. Oh, that's not the side. Oh, maybe they haven't. Let's see if I can get the light to reflect here. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's continue on. Moments ago, I was just over at Max's house there. I heard him banging on his door, so I thought I'd go over and take a look. And I'm usually pretty good at being able to troubleshoot something like that. But it's got me baffled. I don't know if it's a case of the door is frozen in the jamb, or if there's something wrong with the lock. Yeah, anyway, no use troubling you guys with it. Okay, I'm wondering if I wasn't maybe supposed to assemble this piece after these tabs have been inserted in these holes. And if that's the case, it's a pretty tight fit here. So what I'm probably going to have to do is take the Tamiya nipper and just shorten these slightly so that I can get it in, and I'll be able to see where the tab was before I cut it off. And where are those nippers now? Okay. Yeah, maybe get my other glasses going on here. I can see a little better with these. Let's just shorten this just a little, not all the way, just enough here, like that. Just so I leave a little bit left there so I can see where it was. Okay. Oh, I do believe it's still catching a little bit. Sort of force it in there. Well, maybe would it work if I get my head out of the light? Might be better. Yeah, it's supposed to go something like this. I don't think it's supposed to go this way. I'm gonna have to do this off camera, but you see my problem here. Okay, I've got this terrible feeling that I may have forgotten to focus the camera for that previous scene. I guess I'll know when I go to edit. Now you can see where it's sort of at an angle here to accommodate the curvature of the hull. Something is supposed to go through there. Maybe it's this thing here. That doesn't look right. Okay. Oh, I see what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to go this way. And then this, a lot of this is going to be hidden here, isn't it? That's too bad. We're not going to actually be seeing too much of this electric motor. But it seems to me on the walkthrough of the real sub, we couldn't see a whole lot either. Okay, I think that this piece is going to have to be painted to 338, so it'll match up with this. Alrighty, let's get this back out now. As you can see, I had to trim this down quite a ways. Okay, I'm just letting gravity be my friend here. I think I may have made another mistake in that possibly. Okay, that bracket is supposed to go there. Now I know that this thing here, it should be turned about 20-25 degrees this way, so that it would be straight up and down, so to speak, if you can have a round thing straight up and down. But I got it this way so that this bracket will fit on here, and then this piece here, whatever it's supposed to be, is supposed to go on right here. Now this may not work, but I'm just thinking that in all likelihood I should have glued all of this together and then painted the whole thing to 338. My thinking had been that these smaller pieces would show up better if they were painted to 66, which I still could do at this point. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I'm going to do it now at this point, because I've already painted this to 338. Now I know we will be digging out the 338 so to paint this, and also this has to be the 338. So we still could glue this all together and then repaint everything. But I'm just this part of this electric motor sticks up above the deck, and we do see it, and we do see this. We don't see the bottom half of this electric motor, unfortunately. And this piece here that we so carefully tried to get rid of the fingerprints, I think where the fingerprints are, we're not going to see any of that. That's all going to be underneath the deck and in behind stuff. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've got more pieces that have to be, painted. Like this also has to be the 338. But some of these other brackets and pipes, I think we can probably paint them the 66. And this little wheel here, it has to be painted the what is it, the number 18? It's almost a black. And I was going to paint this piece here, if I can get it out. I was going to paint it the 66 as well. It goes on the top here, if you remember. Okay, enough talk. Let's get these pieces mounted on. I don't know if we're gonna have time now. What time is it anyway? Okay, it's 1:39 already in the afternoon. I'm gonna have to cut her off here pretty quick. Okay, we have made a little bit of progress today. At least I got these things on painting sticks, and we'll be able to paint tomorrow. These three larger pieces will be the 338. Everything else I'm going to brush paint with 66. Yeah, now some of these I'm going to have to paint twice. Like these ones here, where the alligator clip clamped on. Obviously I'm going to have to paint that, I guess you call it the elbow, separately. And this one as well. This one here is pretty small, you can't see it too good, but where I'm clamped onto it is going to be in the back out of sight. So we don't need to worry about having to touch that up. Okay, I'm just making small talk here now. I'm going to call her quits for today. We did make a little bit of progress. Yeah, we're moving forward. I think that once all this stuff is painted, we're going to do major assembly. Major assembly. I think we'll get to the place where all the module will be put together, and we'll have to try and stick in the LEDs. That'll look nice all lit up, but that's probably not going to be for a few days. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.